what are some of the things that you see or you have seen how people dress when they come for an interview?
You know, some people are of the mindset, well, you know, I'm there to do a job. They should be looking at my resume. You know, that should speak for itself. Or,
Wow, yeah.
you know, and there's a little bit less attention given to dress. You know, for others, it's all about the dress, and they've got this golden rule or this rule in their head that perhaps they had since they were very young, where they're told, you go to a job interview, you've got to wear a tie and a suit. And for some, you know, for some job interviews, that's true. But here's the thing: find out exactly what the culture is of the place that you're going to interview. What's their dress code? How do they dress?
Yes.
Make sure you fit within those rules. Now, for those of you that are very creative, and I know there's many of us out there where we think, look, I want to show my creative side. I want to show that I'm different. I'm not like everybody else. So that's fine. You can still do that. Stick within the rules, but change one thing.
Yes.
In the way you look,
yes.
in the way you speak, but we're talking about looks right now.
Yes.
So work within the rules, but add something that makes you stand out.
Stand out, yeah.
But not in a bad way. It's got to be a pleasant feeling, because then the interviewer is going to associate that pleasant feeling with you.
Right.
And then later on, when they're asked by the CEO, well, tell us about some of those people that you interviewed.
Right.
The first thing that comes to mind is you.
Right.
You're 22 times more memorable when you're remembered in a visual way.
And like you said, when there's something that they remember, like, I'll give you an example. Let's say if you are a male, maybe the tie that you wear that day to the interview is not like flashy, but it's a very nice tie that would fit that particular genre of employment that you're going to, or that setting, that presentation, if you're doing a speech or whatever. But the tie is really, really nice, and it's coordinated very well with what you're wearing. People tend to remember. I've had that happen to me on many, many, many occasions where it's like, that's the man with the nice tie. Recently, I was on the Deborah Duncan show, and at the very beginning of her interviewing me, that's the first thing she said, that tie.
That tie.
You know, so that tie stood out. For women, a lot of times it could be your heels, your pumps, your shoes, because I know so many women love shoes, and so a lot of times that's something like this woman has on some of the baddest shoes. But it all flows in with what you're wearing. So that's why the reason why what you wear communicates who you are and what you are all about.
And for all the negative press that high heels get, or pumps as I guess they're called,
yes,
right, they do actually make somebody look very confident, because they change the strut, they change your posture essentially, and you stand up a little more. So in many cases that's all right. But sometimes though, you might even want to be a little bit more earthy, even dress down slightly.
Yes.
Let's say you're going to go for a job where you know that the quality they're looking for the most is a really hard worker. We've got a lot of work to do. We need someone to come in, you know, get the ball rolling.
Yes.
Well, why not go in? Still, make sure you match the dress code, nice and crisp, still looking good. You know, upper end of the scale, but maybe roll your sleeves up a little bit. You know, because that says something. You know, if I say, hey, we got to roll our sleeves up. What do I say? We'll get to work.
So basically, what you're saying is that's a style communication that is saying something about you.
It's a subtle style communication. Yeah.
I would even go as far to say too is like how we're dressed now. Neither one of us are wearing a tie, a bow tie, anything like that. So it gives more of a more relaxed, kind of approachable type of image, I think, for us.